Jess wasn't your typical superhero. Sure, she could fly, possessed super strength, and had skin as tough as titanium, but her powers came with a crippling caveat: empathy. Not just garden variety empathy, but a hypersensitive, all-encompassing connection to the emotions of everyone within a 5-mile radius. It was like living with a million open radio stations, all blaring different frequencies of joy, fear, anger, and despair. Tonight, the city was a symphony of terror. A fire had broken out in a high-rise, and the screams of the trapped echoed in Jess's mind, a chorus of pure agony. It was almost unbearable. Her hands trembled, not from the physical strain of flying towards the burning building, but from the emotional tsunami crashing against her. She landed on the roof, the heat searing even her nearly indestructible skin. The thick smoke stung her eyes, but the real pain was inside, the raw fear of those trapped below. With a mighty heave, she ripped open a section of the wall, creating an escape route. "Everyone, this way!" she yelled, her voice barely audible over the crackling flames and the cacophony of emotions. As people stumbled out, coughing and choking, Jess felt their relief, a wave of gratitude that momentarily soothed the pain. But then she'd hear the frantic cries of a mother searching for her child, the crushing despair of a man who'd lost everything, and the cycle would begin again. The worst was yet to come. Trapped on the top floor was a young girl, separated from her family. Jess could feel her terror, a small, fragile pulse of fear that threatened to overwhelm her. As Jess battled her way through the smoke and flames, she felt the girl's hope flicker, a tiny spark in the darkness. It was that spark that kept Jess going. She found the girl huddled in a corner, her eyes wide with fear. Jess scooped her up, holding her close, feeling the girl's trembling body against hers. As they flew out of the building, Jess felt a wave of pure, unadulterated joy from the girl, a feeling so strong it almost brought Jess to her knees. But even as she delivered the girl to her waiting mother, the other emotions lingered. The lingering fear, the deep sadness, the echoes of the screams. It was a constant reminder of the price she paid for her powers. Later, perched on the edge of a skyscraper, Jess stared out at the city lights. The emotional noise had subsided somewhat, but it was still there, a low hum beneath the surface. She knew she couldn't shut it off. It was part of her, a curse and a blessing. It made her a powerful hero, but it also made her incredibly vulnerable. She closed her eyes, trying to find a moment of peace in the storm within. She knew she would continue to fight, to save lives, to endure the pain. Because even though her powers were a constant struggle, they were also the reason she could make a difference, one rescued life at a time.